Today we're going to talk a little bit about cross-references in inventory. From your inventory menu, go down to Items and then to Cross-References. Now, cross-references is a generic term for any type of cross-reference. There are other cross-references, manufacturing part numbers and customer items, which are cross-references also, but have a little bit more functionality behind them. Again, cross-references in this form is a fairly generic one, where you can define what you need in the way of a cross-reference. Let's open the form. Here we can see that there are several that have been set up. Some of these can be seeded from your instance installation. As you can see, someone's put in customer and vendor. However, manufacturing part numbers cross-reference and customer item cross-reference will suffice for those typically. However, if you want a simple cross-reference, which is basically what this is, you could do so here. Some cross-references, for instance this global trade item number, is a little bit different than others. If we go to the Assign button, we can see that it has a unit of measure enabled. If you go to your flashlight to find any existing ones, you need to clear the record first. We'll see if there are any out there. In this case, there aren't any. But we could add one. For instance, we could put in this item, come to the unit of measure, put in that unit of measure, and put in a value. And save it. And this creates a cross-reference under the global trade item number. So whenever this item is queried, this value is returned, or whenever this value is queried in an item search, this value is returned. I'll show you that in just a moment. If you wanted to create a new cross-reference, here's one I created a few moments ago. You would just come down to a new row, type in your value, and then go to the Assign button. Actually, you need to save that first, and then go to the Assign button, and I can put in an item, even an item that already has another cross-reference, and put in a value and save it. So in a very simple step, we've created a new cross-reference and performed an item assignment. The use of the cross-reference is realized when you perform an item search. We go into the item search and look under cross-references. We can see our various cross-reference types. For instance, we created this cross-reference. Let's see what values are available. There it is. We do a find, and we see that that cross-reference value here has been associated with the item here. So that's a useful way of taking data that is not a typical part of Oracle, creating a cross-reference to that data, assigning it to an item, and having the ability to search for that item based on that data.